Hi, everybody. This is Julia, again from the Macedon Public Library. I believe this is our third time that we've been doing the Reader's Theater for A Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm hoping that today we will finish it, but we'll see how far we get. We are beginning with Act 4, Scene 1, and we begin in the wood. Enter Titania and Bottom, Peace Blossom, Cobweb, Moth, Mustard Seed, and other fairies attending. Oberon behind, unseen. Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amenable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Pea Blossom?
Ready?
Scratch my head, Pea Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready?
Monsieur Cobweb. Good morning. Get you your weapons in hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on top of a thistle. And good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, monsieur. And good monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready? Oh,
your mustard seed. Sorry,
I'm
go
mustard
ahead.
seed. Sorry.
Give me your knife, Mustard Seed. Pray you, leave your curtsy, good monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing, good monsieur, but to help Cavallero Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let us have both the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
Truly, a peck of provender, I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to do a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas, but I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee. They sleep. Oberon advances. Enter Puck.
They sleep.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples then had rounded, a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within pretty floweret's eyes, like tears that did their own disgrace bewail, when I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience. I then did ask of her her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes, and, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp off from the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awakened when the other do, may to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. He anoints her eyes. Be thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hast such force as blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions I have seen! Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now!
Silence a while. Robin, take off his head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music, ho! Music such as charmeth sleep.
Now, when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound, music, come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereupon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and blessed to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus in all jollity.
Fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
My lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground. Exit. Horns sound within. Dur-dur. Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, Aegis, and the train.
Go, one of you, find out the forester, for now our observation is performed. And since we have the varword of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds uncouple in the western valley. Let them go. Dispatch, I say, and find the forester.
Exit
We
and
will,
attendant.
fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echoes in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Crook-kneed and dew-lapped like Thalassian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells. Each under each,
Clearly,
a cry more tunable, which never hollered to nor cheered with horn in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. Ah, but soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander, this Demetrius is, this Helena, old Nether's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity? But speak, Aegis, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns.
Horns and shout within. Demetrius, Lysander, Hermia, and Helen awake and start up.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
He and the rest kneel to Theseus.
I pray you all stand up. I know, you two are rival enemies. Here comes this gentle concord in the world. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy? To sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but yet As yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here, but as I think, for truly I would speak, and now I do bethink me, so it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might be, without the peril of Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord. You have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would have Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither, to this wood. And I in fury hither followed them, fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like a sickness did I loathe this food. But as in health come to my natural taste, now do I wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it. Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse, we more will hear anon. Aegis, I will overbear your will, for in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning now, is something worn, our purposes hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Exit Theseus, Hippolyta, Aegis, and train.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything doth seem double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own, and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us to follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him. And by the way, let us recount our dreams.
Oh, yes. They exit. As they go out, Bottom awakes.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My text is, most fair Pyramus, hi-ho, Peter Quince, flute, the bellows bender, snout, the tinker, starveling, God's my life stolen hence, and left me sleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream, past the wit of men to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was, there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. But man is a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of a play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Exit. Beginning of Act 4, Scene 2. Athens, a room in Quince's house. Enter Quince, flute, snout, and starveling.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too, and he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Enter Snug.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 or 3 lords or ladies more married. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom! Thus hath he lost 6pence a day during his life. He could not have scaped 6pence a day, and the Duke had not given him 6pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6pence a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Enter Bottom.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom, O most courageous day, O most happy hour.
Masters, I am to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you I am not true Athenian, I will tell you everything as right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps, meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part, for the short and long is, our play is prepared. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let him not that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onion nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet wrath, and I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words, away! Go, away!
Exit. All right. We are now going to begin Act 5. Scene 1, Athens, an apartment in the palace of Theseus. Enter Theseus, Hippolyta, Philostrate, lords, and attendants.
And my Hippolyta? What say you?
Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts. It doesn't say that I say that there, but I'm only dealing with the Oxford version.
How about 'tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of?
More strange than true. That's what I thought. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason could comprehend. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all as frantic, sees Helen's beauty in the brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them into shapes and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to be a bear?
But all the stories, sorry, I'm getting a really bad echo. All the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Enter Lysander, Demetrius, Hermia, and Helena.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy, and the fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and... Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are at hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
Giving a paper.
Oh dear. Right, so now I have to get my Lysander hat. Here we go. I'm afraid I'm both voices in this for a little bit here. Oh, no, wait. No, I'm Demetrius. Who's my Lysander?
That's me.
Oh. You're up.
You're up as Theseus. You have to choose which play.
Make choice of which your highness will see first.
I beg your pardon.
Make choice of which your highness will see first.
Yes, then Lysander reads.
No, I have Theseus reading.
No.
I have Theseus, the battle with the centaurs to be spent.
Oh,
Yeah, he has a whole long thing.
Oh, it's not in my edition. I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry.
No.
The battle with the centaurs to be
I have that, but I have that as Theseus.
I do too.
Yeah.
No, I respond to that in my edition.
Okay.
Okay. Shall I?
So I'll read it. That's fine.
Yes, read the titles and I will respond.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp.
Oh, we'll have none of that. That have I told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules.
The riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage.
Oh, that is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror.
The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary.
That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony.
A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth.
Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the counsel of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with the same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched, and con with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
Exit Philostrati.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged, and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kinder we, to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have purposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes. Where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, throttle their practiced accent in their fears, and in conclusion, dumbly have broke off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, sweet, out of this silence yet I picked a welcome. And in the modesty of fearful duty, I read as much as from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity in least speak most to my capacity.
I just lost my place. Exit Philostrati.
So please your grace, the
Go enter.
prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
Flourish of trumpets. Enter prologue.
If we offend, it is with our good will that we should think we come not to offend, but with good will to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come not, but in despite, we do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should hear repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show shall know all that you are likely to know.
Well, this fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not the stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Enter Pyramus and Thisbe, Wall, Moonshine, and Lion as in dumb show.
Gentles, perhaps pretend you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present Wall, that vile Wall, which did these lovers sunder. And through Wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper at the which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think so scorn. To meet at Nimnus' tomb, there to woo this grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
Exit prologue, Thisbe, Lion, and Moonshine.
Wonder if the lion be to speak. But is no wonder one lion may when many asses do.
Is this same interlude in doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had it in a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper off very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so, and this the cranny is, right and sinister. Ooh. Through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lime and Hair to speak better? Demetrius?
That's you.
That's me?
No, it's me. It's Nick.
Oh,
It's
sorry, forgot my Demetrius hat. It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord. Aramis draws near the wall. Silence.
O grim-looked night, O night with hue so black, O night which ever art when day is not. O night, slack, slack, slack. I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, for whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Enter Thisbe.
who is Thisbe?
Oh, Nick. Flute.
Oh,
And Flute is Nick.
oh, well. O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair, knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lemander am trusty I still.
And I like Helen, till the fates me kill.
Not Shaphalus to Procrus was so true.
As Shaphalus to Procurus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, oh, but not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Nanny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall will away go. Exit wall, Pyramus, and Thisbe.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors. No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best of this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Ah, here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
Enter Lion and Moonshine.
Who's lion? My lion or?
Snug?
That would be
I
me.
think that was you.
And who's
Oh,
Moonshine?
here, I
Costume
know.
change.
You went. Okay.
Ooh.
For the main character.
What a mane.
I know, but I've lost my place. Enter Pyramus. No. The quarter.
Theseus has just spoken. And
You
Lion and Moonshine have come in.
ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, once not the player, I'm a lion fell, or else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life. Rawr.
A very gentle beast, and of a good conscience. The very bestest of beast, my lord, that ever I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion. Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose. His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well, leave it to his discretion, and let us hearken to the moon.
Somebody prepared to be the moon?
Sure. This lantern doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head. He is no crescent, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. I myself, the man in the moon.
This is the
You
greatest
seem to be-
error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. How else the man in the moon? He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I'm weary of this moon. Would that he would change.
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the same wane. But yet, in courtesy, for all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon. All that I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon, I, man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lantern, for they are in the moon. Ah, but silence, here comes Thisbe.
Enter Thisbe.
This is old Minnie's tomb. Where is my love?
Roar! Roar!
Lion roars. Thisbe runs away.
Well roared, lion. Well run, Thisbe.
Well shone, moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
The lion tears Thisbe's mantle and exits.
And then came Pyramus.
And then the lion vanishes.
Enter Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering streams I take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, oh spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell, O fates! Come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, brush, conclude and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come tears, confound, out sword and wound the pap of Pyramus, I that left pap, where heart doth hope. Thus die I, thus. Now I am dead, now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, loose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die.
He dies. Exit Moonshine.
No die, but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might recover and prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Ah, here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Enter Thisbe.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A mote will turn the balance. Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better?
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she moans, vide licet. Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my love? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak! Quite dumb. Dead, a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes, those lily lips, this cherry nose. These yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, Oh, lovers make moan.
Billy.
His eyes were green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore, since you have shore. With shears his thread of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast impales. And farewell, friends. Thus Thisbe ends. Adieu.
And she dies.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead. Aye, and Whale too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a Bergamasque dance between two of our company?
Oh, no epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there need none to be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus, and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly. and very notably discharged. But come, your Bergamask, let your epilogue alone.
There's a dance of clowns.
The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12.
Lovers
Lovers,
to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear that we shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gait of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
Exit. And finally, we've come to scene 2, Act 5, Enter Puck.
yeah. Now the hungry lion roars, and
Roar!
howls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with the weary task fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the scritch owl, scritching loud, puts the wrench that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now is the time of night, that the graves, all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies, that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Enter Oberon and Titania with their train.
Through the house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly. First,
rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace will we sing and bless this place. La 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 la.
Hey, Obi.
Obi.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three, ever true in loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issues stand, never mole, hair lip, or scar, nor mask prodigious such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be, with this field dew consecrate. Every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
Exit Oberon, Titania, and the train.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands, we will be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Yay!
Roar!
Well, very good. And so we have come to the end of A Midsummer Night's Dream, wonderfully and sometimes trippingly so, but we've gotten here. So thank all of you for joining us and being part of this. I expect that we will continue to do this. Next time we're going to be doing Much Ado About Nothing. Some requests for that. So
Actually, I'm really kind of hoping for Merry Wives of Windsor.
how about we'll do that after?
Oh.
We'll make a list. Why not? I'm going to end the recording here. So everybody else hold on because I'm thinking about maybe a different time. So let me end the recording. Thank you all for
Thank you
joining us.
all. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.